Hello and welcome to this series where we're checking out submissions to the Dungeoncrawler Gamejam of 2023. This time we will have a look at Terminal Divide by Seph. And yeah, before we jump into the game, let me quickly go over the description here on itch.io. Terminal Divide is a cyberpunk dungeon crawler where you fight in both meat space and cyberspace. Attack the Nameless Company and their faceless goons, hunt for the data caches to reveal their secrets and make your way to the exit. Use cyberspace to bypass security lockdowns and other problems. Made for the Dungeoncrawler Gamejam 2023 in 7 days. The theme? Duality. So I chose the duality of worlds with meat space and cyberspace divided by the computer terminal. There is also the duality between the powers that be and those who challenge them that's fundamental to the cyberpunk genre, which can also often be terminal and does divide people. Yeah, well, that's a bit of a stretch, I guess. Not too convinced, but meat space and cyberspace is pretty good, I think. Movement is WSD and arrows or arrows. Q&E is for turning, space shoot, reload, 1, 2, 3 for weapon select, toggle cyberspace is Z and interact is Z. And then we've got the credits and everything neatly listed here. And yeah, as I mentioned, it's by Seph. I already downloaded the client. You can play it in the browser, but I prefer to play it in the client to avoid issues and properly set it to full screen if it's possible in the game and so on. So let's jump into the game. And here we are. Let's have a quick look into the options. Okay, it's just the volume and instructions. Okay, the same as before. Alright. Return, play. Okay. Yes, that's turning. Alright. Are you an enemy? Do we need to shoot you? Okay. So, no free aiming, it's just space for shooting, it's fine. Hey! Okay. Locked, press C to enter cyberspace. Alright. I'm blocking off all the ammo and so on, so let me quickly switch that around. Alright. Well, let's jump into cyberspace. We don't have a timer or anything like that. Oh, nice. We have a camera about of our body still in the meat world, meat space. Would have been nice to have some music here. Ah. Okay, I'm not quite sure. What was I supposed to do there? Instructions. Space, reload, toggle cyberspace. Probably nothing. I'm not sure. We have a counter here which is filling up. I guess that's my cyberspace juice or something. And we can also reload. Okay. Let's try that again. Z to interact. Okay, cool. Alright. Picked up a med pack. Okay. Okay. And with that, we can also talk a bit about... maybe this is closed off. Here, that's good. Let us check this. Alright, yeah, that's perfect. So, regarding the perspective, I think that's pretty much perfect. The tiles, I think, are relatively big, but it works fine. So you can see like the left and right wall, so you have a perfect sense about where you are and in which directions you can turn and where you can continue walking. Like you know that on the right side now there's an open thing, and now you have on the left side a wall. And regarding the controls, it works fine. So you move, you can hold a forward button to continue moving, and the turning is being done instantly before your move is finished. The only thing which seems to be a bit odd here is that the turning is so the movement animation is very slow. Or not very slow, but relatively slow. And very slow compared to the turning around. But this makes sense because you have to react in this shooter environment, because that's basically you have to turn and shoot enemies. So it would be annoying if that was super slow to turn. So I totally get that. And I think that's done pretty well. I fear that shooting might block moving to some degree. I'm not 100% sure. To score data. Okay. I will try again with the next enemy how that is working. We got some more ammo. Okay, need to take the elevator. Floor cleared. Oh, cool. Okay, final score 300, full health, everything fine. 3 stars. I'm not sure if we could have taken more stars or yeah. Okay, next floor. Oh, okay. That's closed, yeah. A lot of enemies in there. Alright, so now we can try and see. No, I think that works fine. Some data. And healed up. Yeah, sometimes I feel like we are still moving too far. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, now I get why I get confused. So, as I mentioned, you can hold W to keep walking forward. But because the tile size is so big, there is so let's say we are here. Because the tile size is so big, you usually, I mean, you're also not tapping just forward. Let's say we are, yeah. Before we, like, there's the stop, right, at this point. When we can't really see. I think it's just when on the right side this thing here is out of screen, like here. Now, yeah, even if I stop pressing the W key before that is out of screen. So before I'm stopping, it's still continuing that command. So it's actually moving one tile too far because it's registering this bottom up, not bottom up, but button up is too late. And yeah, so you accidentally walk one tile too far, which I mean, that's probably something which is very easy to fix, but yeah, that makes movement sometimes a bit odd. So when you're fighting, you should probably just tap instead, to not run too far. Oh, there's a lot of enemies. Oh, they are opening doors. I think I got myself into a problematic situation. Yeah, I should have switched to knives. I think I also went into the wrong direction. Okay, let's retry that. Okay, yeah, okay. So I came from that side. I didn't realize that this was also an additional size for enemies. That's actually might even be the same room. Uh-huh. Okay, healed up again. Too many enemies. But it's nice. You kind of, I mean, the amount of influence you have on combat is somewhat limited. Which means that you have to do some resource management and to think about how you interact with these enemies, like how you get them so that they are coming one by one, for example. So that's and maybe also to which enemies you face first. So let's clear this room first. It's a 2. I mean, there are only a few things which you can optimize, which is like getting them one by one and trying to reload whenever no enemies are around or just getting out of sight. Okay. So we still have some medipacks there. I'm not sure where he was coming from. Alright. So I'm not going... Okay, now we use that. A lot of ammo, but now we are... Oh, nice. Maybe that will help us a bit. However, we only have 40... I think... Is it 40 or do we have... I think we have 40 ammo. Maybe we only have 20. I would need to check again how this reloading works. How the counter works, but I think we have 40. So... we basically need to wait until they get out here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Whew. Oh. Okay. Let's take some more ammo from here. Alright. Ah, there's still plenty of enemies in that room. Do we have some healing left? Yes. It's a bit weird to have this thing in the middle of the room where you can't go. I mean, we picked that item up anyways, but it's a weird choice regarding the positioning. I think that's it, right? They are all dead. There's someone still running. Oh. Maybe the feedback could be a little bit better in terms of when the enemies are dead. I've got the feeling that I keep shooting enemies even though they are already dead, and it's basically wasted ammo. It takes a bit until you realize that the enemies are dead already. To score data, yes. All right. Do we have? Oh, okay. No, that took too long to reload. Okay. There's still plenty of enemies. Let's check again if we have some more medipacks somewhere. 45% isn't great, but I feel like that we already took everything. No, there's still something. Nice. Yeah, the medipacks, they help a lot, but unfortunately, it's a bit hard sometimes to let them just stand there, because you want to have the ammo which is on the same tile and so on. Oh. Don't shoot. Okay. I don't think that this is super effective. Nein! Floor failed! Alright, let's try that again. Maybe I should try the other side first. Okay. Yeah, this was wasted basically. Yeah, that's a bit of a shame. Alright. Let's let them alone. I did get a different gun the last time, didn't I? Where was this gun? Wasn't that in this room here? Aha. Alright. So this big room, I mean, we can kill more enemies there. Okay, that was efficient. Okay, and then of course you have the if enemies are running towards the tile where you also want to run towards too, it basically just doesn't let you, which maybe there's a better way to give the player some proper feedback about, okay, this space is occupied. Like, let's say, yeah. So right of me is the wall. Maybe there could have been some animation, like currently trying to go to that direction, but it's occupied. That way you would okay, so we can leave the thing here already. That way you would really feel like, okay, I can't go to that room, to that side anymore, and that would help a bit with, yeah, not bumping into the same, or realizing what you're doing when you're bumping into the same field where an enemy is already staying. Okay. The rest doesn't care. I think we still had some medipacks here. We should probably... I mean, I don't know if I need to kill everyone. Probably not. I mean, I can just take the elevator, but let's try. I should have reloaded. Now I'm running into a problem. Alright. Was there some medipacks left? Yes, over there. But I'm running out of ammo. Not ammo, hit points. There's still one guy left. There was one medipack in this room. Yeah. There's one guy. It's more than one guy. %. No! No, 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 no. Okay. No. Okay. Yes. Ah, okay. Whew. There's one more left. Alright. Okay, well that was not too easy. We didn't need any hacking though. I mean, I can jump into cyberspace, but I don't see what we would have gained from that. Maybe I could have had it easier somehow. ICE blocking cyberspace. All right. This is the elevator. Let's do that again and check if there's anything we can do. I think last time I just used it to open a door, so I'm not sure. I also can't... Ah, okay. No, I don't think there's anything. Did we lose hit points for that? I think so. Okay, let's just go on to the next level. Yes. Full health, fail. Okay. Well, that has to do. Floor cleared. Next floor. Ah, you win. Sorry I didn't get more levels done. Thanks for playing. Alright, well, a decent ending would have been nice, but that was already a pretty cool cool implementation of a shooter mechanic. I mean, it's kind of hard to get that working in a way which isn't ending up just with like clicking on the enemy until it's dead. This felt like there was, as I mentioned, there was some tactical approach to that, so that you would need to think about what you're doing, which enemies you're facing next, how you're pulling out the enemies so that you get them one by one, and which weapon you're using. I mean, obviously the other weapon was better, but the new weapon we found was better. But I think there was some thought put into how to make it work, or maybe it just played out right. So yeah, and as mentioned, the perspective was pretty good. I think the tiles were a bit bigger than in other crawlers, and this cyberspace feature, of course, that was only used at the very beginning. Yes, because there was probably not enough time to. I think we might have been able to use that in the second level, but the enemies opened the door. Maybe we can enforce that here as well. No, we can't. So, yeah. I think in the other level, we just triggered some enemies, or the door just went open. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, we definitely only needed it in this first level. So yeah, that implementation was lacking, but was probably because of lack of time to design more levels. Yeah, but what I wanted to say is, I think the tiles here are maybe a bit bigger than usual, but it worked fine. So the only thing I would, I mentioned a couple of things, but only minor things. Like moving forward, that it's not queuing up the forward movement that long. So if I press forward and I'm already on the tile, it's only walking forward if I'm really keeping it active, and not if I stop pressing it before I reach the end of the tile. Because that way you accidentally walk one tile too far. And in this scenario, usually in crawlers, you don't really need that. But maybe because you might bump into enemies or try to go into enemies, and then it feels a bit weird that you can't go into the direction because an enemy is moving there. Maybe just some slight. I mean, you don't have any wobble or so anyways, so maybe that was also out of scope. But just if I could improve that would be something like just some small animation that you try to go to the side and to show that it's actually blocked and not that nothing is happening. So that would be nice. Yeah, the content, obviously, I mean, the developer mentioned that it was not enough time to make more levels, so it was a bit short, no real ending, but I really liked the challenge there with picking the right stuff, and trying to do the combat as efficient as possible. The art was very, I mean, everything matches together. I think it would have been nice, also as mentioned before, that if the enemies had a little bit more of a hit feedback, so that it feels more like they're actually hit and not just picking bullets until they fall down. But yeah, and the theme implementation he has mentioned, because you only use it in the very beginning, I didn't feel like there was a strong implementation. But of course it was there, so yeah, it's fine. Overall, I think that was a very nice entry by Seph, or by, let's check. I think he mentioned the URL at some point here. Instructions. No, I think we would need to go to the menu again. Quit. No, I think it was visible at the end. Or at the start. Yes, let me just. Seph games. Well, no, it didn't show. Well, anyways, by Seph. You will find a link to the game down in the video description, and there, of course, you can also look up the developer if you're interested. And if you are interested in seeing more videos, then you will also find a playlist down in the video description with all the videos I did so far. And to not miss any of my new videos, you can also subscribe to the channel. And with that, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.